call the member for Maitland.
Thank you, Mr Temporary Speaker, and it gives me great pleasure to talk about Pink Ribbon Day, which is actually held on the 22nd of October, but we all know that Pink Ribbon is the symbol for International Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is held worldwide in October, and I very sincerely thank the member for North Shore for bringing this matter of public importance to the House today. Breast cancer is the most common cancer in women in Australia and the second most common cancer to cause death in women after lung cancer. Every day around Australia, around 45 women will hear the words, "You have breast cancer," from their doctor. As being one of those women, I know it's pretty hard to hear. In 2014, 16,614 women and 140 men were diagnosed with breast cancer in Australia. And sadly, each year, just in New South Wales, nearly 1,000 women, 950 women, die of breast cancer. The good news is that breast cancer mortality rates actually fell by nearly 30% between 1994 and 2007. This is particularly good news for women, as 1 in 8 women are diagnosed with breast cancer by the age of 85. And for men, that figure is 1 in 631, although it is much higher for men with a genetic predisposition. If you have a genetic predisposition to breast cancer and you're a woman, there is an up to 72% risk of developing cancer up to age 80, 7 out of 10 women. And many women don't know that they have this gene. As the member for North Shore said, women aged between 50 and 74 are invited to access free breast screening mammograms every 2 years via the Breast Screen Australia program. Unfortunately, only some 53% of women in this target group participate in mammograms. A report released by the Cancer Institute of New South Wales yesterday said that over 2,000 women across this state have breast cancer but don't know about it because they haven't had a mammogram in the past 2 years. That's 2,000 women walking around this state with breast cancer not knowing. We need to get the screening rates up. Women aged 40 to 49 and over 75 are also eligible to receive these mammograms, however do not receive an invitation to attend them. And this is an issue, I think, for our community, particularly as we're seeing younger and younger women more routinely diagnosed with breast cancer. As the most common types of breast cancer have very good prognoses for long-term outcomes, especially if they're found early, it is vital that women take the initiative to do this, particularly women with a strong family history of breast or ovarian cancer, because early detection saves lives. And early detection also allows women to get on with their busy lives. If the cancer is limited to the breast, some 96% of patients will be alive 5 years after diagnosis. And this figure obviously excludes those who die from other diseases. If the cancer has spread to the regional lymph nodes, 5-year relative survival rates drop to 80%. But in Australia, the overall 5-year survival rate is around 90%. So they're good results. Screening is nothing to be scared of. Mr Temporary Speaker, I do want to say that as a younger woman, I was told by many older women that mammograms are very uncomfortable and painful, and I've probably had more mammograms, I think, than any other person or even all combined people in this chamber over the last 10 years. And I would have to say that they are worth the discomfort. It is not that bad, and that they do actually make a significant difference, and it is worth it. I also suggest to people that they have a look at other issues of symptoms, which could be new lumps or thickening in the breast or under the arm, sores in the nipples, discharge or turning in of nipples, changing in the size or shape of the breast, the skin of the breast dimpling or rash or red swollen breasts. And pain is very rare as a symptom. We also need to be aware of the risk factors that increase the risk of breast cancer, which include increasing age, family history, mutations in the genes of the BRCA2, which is the one I have, BRCA1, and another one called CHEK2, which I hadn't heard of until researching for this speech, exposure to female hormones, natural and administered, a previous breast cancer diagnosis, a past history of certain non-cancerous breast conditions, and lifestyle factors that can also slightly increase the risk, as I know the member for North Shore alluded to. There's also an association with some breast benign diseases. I'd like to join in inviting everyone in Parliament to come to the morning tea that we're hosting tomorrow We're having a raffle, so if you can't make it, please see my office. But let's all try to work together to eradicate breast cancer. Thank you.